Yeah, hit the likes and subs. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they're in full coat mode right now. That's right.
Welcome to the show, everyone. God bless. Thanks for being here. Some leftovers, some unfinished business. I got to take care of it. My last stream ended a little early, about 10 minutes early, and didn't even get to talk about the title of my show. Just don't got, sometimes you just don't got enough time to do that shit. But look at this crowd. We got a great crowd here tonight. Holy smokes. We got Blood Logos, Jeremy Peterson live. Soon from LA. Dude, can't wait for that saga to unfold with him and another live streamer who goes by Jim. And we also got Jason Scholl. God bless. Thanks for stopping by. We got a great crowd here, folks. Plenty of seating. Come on down to the front. Also, I had to do a quick update on my fridge. I trauma dumped about that this past Friday, about my out of service fridge. And the weirdest thing happened. The craziest thing happened to me. And I don't know if my phone was listening and the app, the Samsung fridge app on my phone was listening and communicating to my fridge and heard the whole conversation about my grievances with my fridge and how frustrated I was. But I end my show Friday. And if you missed the show Friday, just know that I complained about my fridge being out of service 1 year after buying it. The light didn't work, ice machine didn't work, 2 or 3 error codes. Big ordeal. Was waiting for somebody that Friday to come out and fix it. So I go upstairs after my show this past Friday. I go to the fridge, open it up, and like magic, like God answered my prayer. The light worked, the ice machine worked, and I couldn't believe it, dude. It's one of those weird things where like, what the hell just happened to me? what just happened? And it's a true story, man. My fridge works. So I had to call the repair guy and say, hey, my fridge isn't broken anymore. So, oh, really? What'd you do? I said, nothing. Just left it alone. It fixed itself. So I guess it's a pretty smart fridge. So, all right. Well, can you text me the error code it was giving you? I was like, yeah, sure. No problem. So I texted him the error code and haven't heard back. And I couldn't feel better, man. I got 3 ice machines. And I can see my leftovers. Oh, life is good, dude. Life couldn't be better. And that's weird, man. The one thing that was weird about it was as I was struggling with this ordeal with my fridge, excuse me, I was thinking I just ate a whole frozen pizza. I'm disgusted with myself. But as I was dealing with this throughout the week, I was like, why don't I pray about this? Why am I not praying? What's up, Toxic Angel? What's up, Capricorny? And I was like, fridge has been broken for a week, and I haven't said one prayer about it. I said, oh, that's crazy. Why would God help me with my fridge? But I made a prayer in passing, like, God, please help me with this fridge so it's not so expensive. I might have done that Thursday. And it was like a 24-hour delay for the prayer to be answered. So I don't know what happened, if it was me venting, if it was a small little prayer. But miracles do come true. Fridges can fix themselves. And I just had to get on to tell everybody that. It's really why I started the stream. Aside from that, dude, not a lot's going on in my life. I talked about most things on Friday. So, I don't know. I thought about doing like some reaction content, maybe. But again, I don't have Twitter anymore, so I don't have anything to save. But I have saved some things, I think, in the past week or two from YouTube. From the YouTubes. I thought about just, I don't know what, I just had free time tonight. So I was like, dude, what am I going to do? I cleaned, did my chores, whatever the hell that is. And I'm bored. So I thought I'd go on the internet. It's a bad idea, dude. Ooh, that's a aggressive dog attack. German Shepherd. Why did I save that? That's not the one I wanted. I do have a dog video though that I did want to watch with everyone. Maybe I just got biker, one leg, pepper sprays, dogs. Yeah, found it. I just think this shit is. This is a short one, the Outdoor Smiths. This guy just goes around, and he films himself pepper spraying dogs. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen. It's like, what kind of? I mean, if you're gonna make a YouTube channel and this is a good idea. I think it's a niche market. These are like 20-second videos. He had like a 5-minute video, 10-minute video. You can't sort by longest. 5th edition.
You should never judge a book by its cover. However, you should be ready for a dog attack when you come upon a situation like this where there's basically a private junkyard pouring out into a public road.
Absolutely, and you should always be ready for a dog attack, especially when you're riding your bike near junkyards. I just think it's a strange thing to put yourself in these situations. I've never been attacked by a dog. I've always lived in the suburbs, but this guy's got a lot of dog attack content, more than anybody. Have you any kangaroos attacking human videos? That's all I watch. No, but those do sound like they'd be worth a view or two. Make you wonder why he's got one leg, a dog or a bike. Good question. He's a bicyclist. But he's been attacked by so many dogs. If you just go to his YouTube channel, but this is 12 minutes. We should have maybe done the shorter ones. But this guy, he's gonna if I ever got attacked by a dog on a road while I was riding my bike, my first thought would be, don't go down that road again, okay? That just maybe take a different road, go a different direction, but not this guy.
Now, I'm sure this man who owns it feels like this is treasure, but to me, it looks like a prime location for a junkyard dog attack. Is this a junkyard dog?
Nice pup.
And first of all, that's not a junkyard. That's a hoarder. That's someone's house, just straight out the gate, just to let this guy know. He can't even identify between a proper junkyard and an absolute hoarder. Holy smokes. Look at this. You got a weight machine. You got a lawnmower. You got, what are those called? What's that name? The stuff you use to carry heavy things with 2 wheels, a dolly. He's got a trash can he obviously doesn't need. A couple old couches, junk, microwave maybe. But that's a house with a hoarder.
Like this is treasure, but to me, it looks like a prime location for a junkyard dog attack. Is this a
Look at that, man. Ooh, tire. Broken down car.
junkyard dog?
Nice pup. Good boy.
Well, it's a nice dog. I bet it's a junkyard dog. First nice junkyard dog I've ever met. But all that junk could be hiding a lot of other dogs that could come out in the road and just drag you into all that mess. As a pedestrian or a cyclist, you may never be heard from again, and you don't know if there's people in there that could hurt you too, could wish ill of you. So you got to stay vigilant and prepared for an attack.
You always do. What's up, hello, listener? Generations of hoarders. There are there. Smells like a fresh dream is here. That's right. We're just looking at some a biker who's also a philosopher.
I never know what the situation's going to be like when I pass this group of houses. Sometimes there's no...
This guy's so generous with his terms. I would never call this a group of houses. A group of motorhomes, a trailer park. But yeah, I guess you could call it a group of houses.
Sometimes there's no dogs, and then today you're going to see that there are quite a few dogs. So here's the first 2.
Get 'em.
They come out in the road after me. One's a pit bull, and I spray it right there. I sprayed it.
Spray it. Let's get a slow-mo of that spray, please.
Back.
The Australian Shepherd comes back in to bite me. I spray it. You can see I got the spray on his face, but he'll be just fine. That's how he learns.
He'll be just
There's
fine.
more of them, and these dogs are going to run up ahead farther down. I got this pit bull.
Got him.
I spray.
I don't know if this guy enjoys bike riding more or just pepper spraying dogs. Like it, you know what? I might enjoy doing this. You know, it might be scary at first, but once you get that bear mace on him, smart way to create an impenetrable fortress. It is.
And then another pit. There's the same pit bull that I already sprayed. And then this pit bull, I'm going to spray him.
Spray him.
And they're mostly pit bulls. We got some Australian Shepherds. Here's an Australian Shepherd. And it tries to bite me, so I spray it. And it's just always an interesting situation.
Tries to bite him. I would say it was more chasing him, but yeah, you could say it tried to bite him.
When I pass this group of houses. This looks like a chaotic hornet's nest, not pit bulls, but still big and aggressive dogs. This one comes out in the road, and I just pepper spray them. Folks, I'm not taking a chance. I don't want to get rabies. And look at this white dog.
He doesn't want to get rabies. Not taking a chance.
With a broken leg. What kind of dog owner lets his dog run around with a broken leg out in the road? That's probably how he got his leg broken. Probably got hit by a car. And here comes a dog in for a bite. Bam! I pepper spray him, save myself from getting bitten. I've never been by this group of houses before, and I don't even know if these dogs go with this group of houses. They may be from some houses down the road. It just looks like a chaotic situation to me.
I had to spray 2 of them.
This pit bull's about to rapidly approach me on a public road.
This pit bull's about to rapidly approach me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he is 100% riding there just to spray them. He could ride his bike anywhere, but he chooses the most inconvenient places to enjoy it. Bike rides are supposed to be pleasant.
It looks like he's going to bite my real leg, so I pepper spray it. You know, I have to...
He's going to bite my real leg, so I pepper spray him. Bam, right in the face, dude. Bullseye.
react so quickly. I slow it down in slow motion. You can second guess and say, oh, maybe I didn't have to do that. But the thing is, that's what's in my real leg. And if he'd have bitten it, pit bulls are so volatile and unpredictable. I'd never seen this dog before, so I sprayed him. And look how fine he is. He's perfectly fine. Don't have to worry about it. You have the right.
He's perfectly fine, dude. He's got a whole mask of pepper spray, dude. I love it. There's part of me that likes this guy a little bit. You know what I mean?
To defend yourself a lot more aggressively than that in the United States of America.
Hell yeah, you do. Hell yeah, you do have the right to do that.
Here the dog is about 2 weeks later, and you can see he's perfectly fine.
He's fine.
Howdy. You doing all right today?
Yeah, been riding mine too, son.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, okay, good.
So he obviously recovered from the pepper spray, and I used it to eliminate my risk of getting bitten, and it looks like everybody's okay. Me, the dog, and maybe if that's the owner, I'm not sure who that is. He seems like a nice man, though.
If the German Shepherd's sitting right here, I may have to spray it.
May have to spray
If I do, it's on a rope, thank God. Oh, no, it's not on a rope.
This German Shepherd's about to come in for a bite. It's rushing up to my real leg. It tries to bite me, but I pepper spray, and look how it reacts. I get it on its face and its nose and its eyes. It's very uncomfortable right now. It can't see. It's learning an immediate lesson. So he goes.
The way he describes it, dude, he's so proud of himself, like when he gets a bullseye.
It's very uncomfortable right now. It can't see. It's learning an immediate lesson. So he goes into the grass, rolls around, and here I come back 2 weeks later, and here's this same German Shepherd, same situation. It's got a memory, though.
Stay back. I think it does. Look at it.
It remembers getting sprayed.
Beautiful.
It doesn't want any more of that.
Mother German Shepherd.
Doesn't want any more, dude.
She does not want any more of that.
I think this has got to be Texas. Got to be Texas.
Y'all, wasn't that awesome? To save that beautiful dog's life by teaching it.
He saved his life.
Not to attack pedestrians in the middle of the road.
Kamikaze pit bull here.
Pit bull.
I'm under attack.
Kamikaze.
This thing comes charging at me, and I pepper spray it. I hit it perfectly, and
Boom.
I think that's probably the best non-lethal way. This dog is still just perfectly fine, and so am I. So I continue on my ride. This dog rushes out into the road to try to bite me. It's not a pit bull, but I don't care. Regardless of breed, I don't like dog bites. I don't like the risk of infection or rabies. And so I got it really well. I got it in the face, which I've noticed is important because when you don't get them in the face, a lot of times they'll come after you again when you ride by. But
no shit. If you don't get pepper spray on the face, it doesn't work. I had no clue.
I overwhelmed its sense of smell, its eyesight. It recovered, but it remembers. And so now when I ride past this place, it has no interest in coming out to bite me.
No interest.
Right here, I'm passing that same house. There's about 10 dogs at this house, so I already sprayed the leader. It wasn't a pit bull. This is a pit bull. And so watch this. I spray, and this dog just about falls over trying to dodge that spray. It's not a leader. It's number 2. And
Clearly.
by training this dog like that, all it had to do is see that spray and then smell that spray. It already smelled the spray on the other dog that went back to those other 10 dogs. And so that was all I had to do to completely train all 10 of these dogs to not come out on the road and attack.
He's like the Caesar Milan of the bike riders. He's a Caesar Milan of bike rider, dude. He's one of the best dog trainers I've ever seen. And I thought about this, dude. I was on a dog walk the other day, and somebody's dog off leash ran at me and my dog, dude. And I was thinking about this video. I'm like, damn, dude, I need to get some pepper spray, dude. But the guy was chasing after his dog. Oh, so sorry. I couldn't believe this shit, dude. First of all, law is dog on a leash. And second of all, if you can't control your dog with verbal cues or marks, then your dog's not trained. Your dog shouldn't be off leash. You're a fucking asshole. And that really pissed me off. Because I don't like to be run at, and I got a large dog. I got a really large dog. So my dog, if it senses a threat, dude, it might do some damage. Okay, and I'm not trying to get in between my 100+ pound dog and another dog when things go wrong. So I was thinking to myself, maybe I'll take a note from this guy's book and carry some pepper spray in case another dog runs up on me again, dude. Just bam, right in the face, dude. I know it works. What's up, Metal Stalfo? It's good to see you. This video is actually pretty entertaining. It is. It is. This is. I'm learning here. What's up, Mr. Miyagi? Now I'm wondering how long they remember, and if they remember just the dude with the pepper spray, not the other bikers. Good question. He's not even biking for exercise. He's on a motorbike. He's on something. This is the worst vigilante. He's making the road safe for pedestrians once again.
And so now I ride by that house regularly, and I don't have any problems. All right, here we have two aggressive dogs rushing a big one and a small one. And so my real leg on the left side, the small one's going to tried to bite my leg. I sprayed him to keep that from happening. It looks like the big one's going to try to bite me too, but he's behind me, so I just spray. I can't take that risk. And together, they're more aggressive than they would be as individuals, but they should learn from this, and I probably won't have to worry about them as much in the future. And here I am a few days later. The big one's by the telephone pole. The little one, I don't know where he is, probably in a pen, but that big one, he learned his lesson. He did not budge from that telephone pole. And so that's a win. I don't have to worry about him biting me anymore. Here I'm riding up a hill. You can see my artificial leg there, and I'm struggling. I've been riding for a long time, and there is a pit bull, and I didn't see it. You can see it in the video over there, and here it comes. This is when I realize it's there. I pull out the pepper spray and I spray. Now he ducked down. It did get in his eyes a little bit, but mainly on his coat. Painted his coat orange a little bit.
Nice.
But it worked. That's the main thing. It worked, and I reacted quickly enough to defend myself against a pit bull.
Now that was a pit bull. I was not ready for that at all. I've never seen a pit bull come out of that yard before.
Here this pit bull mix comes barreling down the hill, rushing.
You just let your dog off the leash? I mean, your dog must be good with other dogs. My dog ain't good with other dogs. I can't let my dog off the leash, dude. I don't know what my dog would do. But that's, that's a bold move, letting your dog off the leash. I mean, hey, what's up, Light Tabor? We're just learning about dog training. This is a dog training video.
For a bite, and I pepper spray him. I was almost out of spray, and the wind was blowing against me, so I wasn't sure. But now I can see in slow motion, I actually got him really well. This is going to teach him a lesson. So he's going to walk up the hill, roll around, feel uncomfortable, but he's going to remember that feeling, and he's probably going to think twice before he tries to attack me again.
He is. There's a big viewer bump here. What's this? Well, I mean, I don't know if I want to watch 6 more minutes of that. You guys get the point, dude. I love that stuff. And this guy's whole channel is basically, let's just show you the whole channel. Why not? It's called Outdoor Smiths. And it's him just pepper spraying dogs. That's really the whole channel. It's him pepper spraying dogs. Ooh, Texas dump dogs get love and respect from amputee cyclists. Okay, there's some love. There's some love. Bear spray. When little dogs attack. Dog Attack 4th edition. We watched the 5th edition. So he's up to 5 editions of this. He's a professional, to be honest. Let's just check his recent video 4 days ago.
Kamikaze Pitbull here is about to reevaluate his life decisions.
Oh, no.
Got him right in the face. This dog is half pit bull, half Rottweiler, and he's a mean, persistent dog. He's attacked me multiple times, and on this day, I taught him not to confuse attacking me with fun.
Nice, dude. He's a hero. So I guess he chops them up and then does different editions. So that's cool, man. If you guys like that guy's channel is Outdoor Smiths, Aaron Sidious 11. I'll put it in the chat for anybody who likes some good dog pepper spray videos. I know a couple people might like that. There's his channel name right there. I should put the link in the chat. What am I doing? Why don't I just put the link? There you go. In case anybody wants it. Is there one where he does it with black people? You know what? I don't think so. It looks like where he goes, there's not too many black people, to be honest. Probably a lot of crackheads, though. Probably quite a bit of those. playlists. Recently added. What was this one? Sorry, dude. I usually don't do this. I'm usually just monologuing, guys. But that's a free time. This isn't a. I didn't know what to do with this one. So I found this video. Oh, it has 200.
Welcome, everyone.
230.
It is a privilege to welcome you.
It's 335 views. I swear when I looked at it, it had 0 views. So, oh, that sucks. Where else am I, dude? I got a bunch of LGBTQ D&D stuff that I thought I'd do a show on, but I got this Helen Keller video. And the weird thing is, like, the whole, like, I've been talking about Helen Keller for a while. I think before it was even cool that people were like, yo, Helen Keller ain't a real one. But this guy came out.
A fraud.
Is she a fraud? Absolutely. Let's just go to the end of the story. But now, like, it's kind of mainstream, and I thought that was crazy. Where now there's this 20-minute video of this guy who's somewhat serious, and he's going over how she's a fraud, right? And I think the most important part is maybe at the end of it, where he talks about the hand-over-hand teaching method, and how that was never really able to be replicated for anybody else besides Helen Keller. And it's kind of like science, you know, if they could teach Helen Keller to do that, every deaf, mute, and blind person would be a Helen Keller, just waiting to be unlocked, but there's only ever been one. So, whoa, huge super chat. Wow. A big,
Thank you.
thank you. Blank screen. Oh, the Helen Keller video is not showing? He lost his leg working for the ATF. It makes sense. Think so. What's up, Zephyr Avoxel, out of paranoia? Better than what the cops did to my pup. Damn, I don't, hopefully, ooh. How did you find this guy? Search or algo? I think someone made a post about it, like a community post. I don't know how I found it, to be honest, but thank you. That's a big super chat. Let's not forget.
Let's get this money.
Let's get this money, baby. So I don't know if I really want to watch the Helen Keller video. I think most of you already know about it, but the point of bringing this up is essentially that
It's fair to say that
everyone knows it's bullshit now, and you can just openly talk about it. Fair game. So that's that, dude. Wow, great reaction content, Provo. If you guys want to watch that video on your own time, I'll put it in the chat.
Recently, I made it.
Oh, where was I?
Hey, it's Rowan, and
Hey,
today,
it's
along
Rowan.
with some special guests,
I got a lot of bad reaction content, guys. So I'll just go through this. So I went down. Ahoy, matey! Wow, dude, we got some freaking. Dude, I got the best people in my chat, dude. Big
Thank you.
thank you to you guys. Boom, Mr. EBT, dude. I loved his. EBT did a good monologue about his Waldorf experience on a field trip to the synagogue, a Jewish synagogue, where they talked about, I think, the Talmud, or was it the Torah or Talmud? And I really enjoyed that, and his thoughts on Waldorf education. I think I'm a big fan of Waldorf. But to preface, like, these next few videos, I probably won't watch because they're very difficult to watch, and I didn't watch them before. So I wanted to talk about something I've talked about previously, of how basically nerd culture is filled with autistic, gay, queer people, trans people. And why is that, dude? Why is that? I don't know why, but it's just something I've seen, because I go to the local game stores around me and I'm always seeing LGBTQ flags, rainbow flags, transgender people, they, them name tags, weird looking people, ugly looking people that you know are autistic and queer. I'm like, dude, this whole community is filled to the brim with people with 100% vaccination rates. So I thought, like, am I onto something here? So, and I found out that I am. I'm correct about my assumptions. And I did a couple searches on YouTube, and here's one video I found. It's called, what's this one called? Why do so many trans people play D&D anyway?
The stereotypes video about the transgender community, and a very common stereotype that came up was Dungeons and Dragons, you know? And I didn't really cover it that much in that video because I wanted
Dude, you know what I mean? I just like, I feel bad for these people on some level. Like I'm not, I don't want to make fun of them, but you could just look at this and just know, like, their life sucks. They got a mental disorder. Things aren't going well. And then you have me over here. Life's great. My fridge is working great. I went to Chili's the other day. You know, life, you know, it's looking sunny side up for me, okay? And so I feel bad when I watch this stuff or look at it. I'm like, oh, I feel bad. You know, like I'm a bully. Like, look at this dweeb over here, this transgender dweeb. But I'm not trying to bully. I'm just trying to make a point. Okay, I'm trying to make a point that, yes, the D&D community, the gaming community, the nerd community is pretty much taken over. All right. And from what I learned about, like, Rennie fairs, at least the pirate Ren fair I went to, you can't really call it a pirate Ren fair, but there were pirates during the Renaissance, I assume. Yeah, a lot of autistic transgender people there too. Dude will go to his synagogue, but won't go to liturgy. He went to the synagogue for a field trip, dude. But yeah, that is pretty funny. So anyways, here's this transgender person. They're going to explain something that I noticed.
save it for this video because it's such a big one to unpack, lovely audience. Because as you can imagine, when you transition, there is something inherently appealing about being someone else. It's just a tricky aspect of early transition, and I think that's why the game has resonated so much with people that happen to be transgender. Now, does every trans person play? Of course not. That'd be ridiculous. Did D&D fundamentally form the queer movement? Also no. It's
And you know this person's kind of retarded because they got this soundproofing behind them, but like 4 squares, and they're not even put together well. You can't. Maybe I'm in the way, but you can see this gap here. You can see this gap in this sound wall thing they got here. Connect it, okay? I may have OCD, but that to me, and what? Why even get 4 of them? You don't even talk that loud. You're not animated. Kind of got a boring voice. Just it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But there, I guess this is way too long. I can't watch more than 2 minutes of this, just to be honest with you guys. I'm not really good at long form reaction. So I'm just kind of making a point. All right.
worth saying that modern LGBT movements that we're accustomed to, they happened like 5 years prior to when D&D came out. So it's not really a massive connection in a direct sense, right? D&D didn't essentially...
Right? Who is this person? What happened to him? You like, oh no. What's that? There's like a saying. It's like, God gives certain people the toughest battles. God gave this person a tough battle. That's for sure.
liberate trans people the second it came out. Far from it, in fact. A lot of the stereotypes of D&D you might be more familiar with in the past was it being played only by cishet white guys.
That's right. That's right. That used to be our community. That used to be my community, just cis, hetero, white guys, dude. And somehow it got taken over, like everything, dude. Everything got taken over. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this. There's a new Harry Potter show, and they made Professor Snape black. They even took one of our guys who was presumed to be a bad guy, but turned out to be a good guy. So they made him black. But they're taking over everything, dude. They took over this. Took over D&D. That's female time physiognomy-tism. This dude has no aura. They don't. What orthobro has me blocked? I can't see that comment. There's an orthobro who has you blocked. That's unfair. You need a wrench. I wonder if that would fix it for you. It's not fair. Hold on. I think my dog's barking. My dog's barking at something. But if I offer you the wrench, you won't want it. I'm going to go see what my dog's barking at, folks. And I'm going to make you suffer. Make you suffer a little bit. Here's another one.
Ready.
This is a podcast. This is from a channel with 29 subscribers. It's called D&D is for Queer People, actually. So these guys have a channel. They do a podcast. They have 29 subscribers. And they make riveting content, as you could tell. Oops.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I think so.
I'm ready.
Great.
Welcome back to another episode of Yous Wanna Go,
You just want to go
an Indigenous queer podcast about D&D, where we, Indigenous queer people,
talk about D&D.
in a relationship, might I add,
Yes, again, need the reminder.
need the reminder, talk about D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Last episode we said that the next episode was going to be about, what do we say? Academia.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise! It's not.
It's not. Nope.
It's not. We've decided after trial and error.
Yeah.
That this episode's going to be about being queer.
Queerness. We did record another episode
Ooh, I
about
didn't think we were
indigeneity.
going to tell the people.
No, we are going to tell the people, and that's fine because it's okay to like do a.
Unbearable. I'm sorry I even thought I'd make you guys suffer through this. This is awful. You know what I mean? Just it's crazy. These people get a vote. You know, they think their opinion fucking matters. They want immigrants in your community. They shit. They want more taxes. I won't tell you, dude, but I'm so upset about taxes. It's my own personal struggle. I'll keep it to myself. But fuck, man. I can't stand this group of people, man. There's something that, you know, you can't bully this group of people anymore either. This group they've reached the point to where you can't bully them because there's now the mass shooters. That's who these people are, dude. So bullying's off the table. You really can't bully them anymore. It's best to avoid them. And that's unfair. You know what I mean? You used to be able to bully somebody without a fear of them committing some mass terroristic attack on a population. But yeah, you can't bully these people anymore. It's just not fair. But they, you know, fuck, man. They take your things. They take your things. And I was thinking about this, dude. I can't listen to these people. I don't know what I thought I was going to do. I found whatever videos. I don't know if this has been said, but I was thinking about people of color and how automatically that assumes like white people aren't a color. And I don't believe that, dude. I think is white a color? Let me just do a Google search. White has to be a color. It's in a Crayola box of crayons.
Ready.
Oops. Is white a color? If they start telling you white's not a color, you know something's up. Is white a color? White is considered a color in everyday artistic. So why? That's what I don't understand. Like when they say, "What are you just gonna lay there?" People of color, white people are excluded from that, and that basically says white people aren't people. And I don't really like that at all. You know what I mean? I want to be. I kind of consider myself a person of color now, POC, because when they say people of color, you say is white a color? They got to say yeah. Well, then I'm a POC. I am a POC, dude. Have you bought a Crayola box of crayons? Do you notice they always put white in there, even though you never need it? Think about it. That's for like black paper, and nobody uses black paper for whatever reason. Where else was I? Anyways, that went nowhere. Sorry about that. But that's just a thought I had. Just a dumb thought. I'm like, damn, that's stupid. Dude. Why am I not a POC? I guess that's all my reaction content, unfortunately. There was this video. I didn't even play it. This is why is D&D so popular with LGBT nerds? And I guess it's well known now that the LGBTQ people have taken it over.
Yes, I'm going to be exploring why Dungeons & Dragons has become so popular with LGBTQ+ people in recent years. I need to give a massive thank you to Roll20 for sponsoring this video. I'll talk a bit more about them later, but if this video inspires you to give D&D a try, then Roll20...
Let's just skip drama therapy. I guess D&D's therapy? The psychology of roleplay.
When we look at the portrayal of D&D in popular culture, we often see the potential psychological power of the game to help real-life issues and relationships. The TV show Community has 2 episodes that find the gang playing D&D, both games helping tertiary characters with issues of self-confidence or friction between them and someone else. The IT...
Why do people talk so close like this? You know what I mean? I think that's uncomfortable. I think that's... Like, let me try full screen. Would it? I think you guys would be uncomfortable if I did this. How do I do that? I think D&D and all of these issues. I see some people do it like as an artistic thing. They do the zoom in, but to always be talking this close to the camera, I don't like it.
Crowd has a similar storyline in its 4th season, helping to alleviate the depression Roy's feeling. These shows combine a surface level humour at the concept of the game based on popular perception of it, but end up ultimately supporting the idea that D&D has a much deeper potential. Drama therapy in general is a type of therapy with wide usage, but its specific effectiveness for queer people has been suggested to be potentially diminished for a number of reasons. In the article Drama Therapy with Queer Adults, Identity, Reflection and Expression...
God, who watches this shit? I'm bored to death with it, dude. Holy smokes. What are you guys saying in the chat? What's up, John Castle? Clear would be no color. Yeah, clear's no color. Hue refers to position of a color on the color's wheel. Is black a color? It's in the crayon box. I'd say black's a color. That's my standard for measurement. Reflecting all color. White light is all colors. Black is all colors. Well, you guys know, you guys are too smart. What's up, Austin Murphy? Humans opened up the portal to let the astronautical actors out of the Artemis. Damn, Lex Animita. Humans. That's pretty cool. Man, I miss my school days when we played RPGs for hours. Well, it sounds like you had good school days. I bet there were very few queer people in your gaming group. Things that are green absorb all the wavelengths which are not green and reflect only green. You guys are getting into science now. Their daily life is Fantasyland. Provo, can you get any closer? I got as close as I could, man. But I can't, in good faith, watch the rest of this stuff. It's just bad, man. It's not for me. It's not for me at all. I wish I had more reaction content. But I had this autism one. I do have some like Jew content. I got a couple Jew content for you guys. Short form. I got somebody who procures me Jewish content. Is this it? No, that's not it. Is that it? Where's my Jew content? What the hell? What the I had a good Jew one. Like a great Jew content. That kind of pisses me off. I can't find it. You guys would have loved it. It's this Jewish woman and she makes food. Anal sphincter release. I think I've already played this.
Basically, the way fascia works is that basically we're a tube within a tube of pressure.
Do you guys know about anal
this is all-
sphincter releases? You guys know about that?
Basically, the way fascia works is
Hold
that
on.
basically we're a tube within a tube of pressurized. So this is all pressurized. So this tissue here on my lips, epithelial tissue, is actually the exact same tissue as the one on my butthole. And the tube goes all the way down the esophagus, through the stomach, all the way through the intestines, large intestine, all the way to the rectum, and it's the same tube. So if we are to torque fascia on the butthole, then it actually
Butthole
should work
torque.
its way all the way back up to the neck. But what this actually does is that inside the hips, what happens is it gets torqued. If you think about it too, when people bear down, they usually bear down in one direction. And that's because there's an imbalance in the hips. Now this is a special device. And we want to get the tissue, so we actually have to go right in here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn it counterclockwise.
Seems pretty gay.
And why counterclockwise? It just seems like it's the best direction because of the way it is. So we're going to hold it and you're going to breathe through it, Ross.
It actually feels really comfortable.
It does feel
It actually feels really comfortable with that butt plug you're stuffing up me. Oh my gosh, dude! And then you got two guys filming this.
really
Feel it in
comfortable.
even the front of my thighs.
This is actually going to unloosen the hip to change a tailbone. Often the practice would be a rectal insertion.
This gay guy's like, dude, how do I get my hand in people's butts? I know how, dude. I'll just make up some woo-woo about it, dude. What is this, dude? This is like gateway yoga to gayness. Gateway gayness. Crazy. First comment, what tool did he use? I missed that. What is the tool and where can I find one? Why counterclockwise? It just seems like the best direction because that's the way it is.
Or to do pelvic floor for women, it'll be vaginal insertion. But this one here, I'm on the outside, really, and I'm just torquing it.
This feels so good.
This feels so good. Gay, dude.
Not in a sexual way. Like,
I mean, imagine someone touching your butthole and it not being, you know what I mean? What is it? There's no way someone touches you there and there's not some sexual connotations. Maybe you get a colonoscopy. I think a colonoscopy, zero sexuality involved with the colonoscopy. But this.
I feel like releasing going up my body, like up my spine.
I feel releasing. Anyways, that's one of my short form clips. Maybe you guys are into the anal sphincter release. A lot of people are these days. A lot of people are into it. Wait, I got any more, dude? I had a Jewish one. I came to the gram for the Jewish things, but I'm not finding my Jew stuff. Unfortunately. Is this it? No. But Sabrina Burke, she's usually... I married a gay man and we are having a baby.
Hi.
Oh, why is that so loud? Sorry. This is in my playlist. I don't know if it's good.
I'm Samantha and I married a gay man and we're having a baby together. Now, some of you have asked, did I do IVF? I did freeze my eggs in my 20s and I'm very transparent about that.
So many questions. You married a gay man. You want to have a baby. What? Huh?
However, Jacob and I, birds and bees.
Yes.
Jacob pollinated me.
Ew.
Oh, that laugh alone. Oh, that laugh, dude. Holy smokes.
Isn't
that is a horrific way to think of it. Yes, we did it the old-fashioned birds and the bees way. but pollinating is, to me, a disturbing way to put it.
How would you put it?
I would say we made love.
We made love.
We made love, and it was lovely. It's a lovely thing, and we do make love, as we say, because
we are in love.
We are in love. And
is he bisexual? He's not gay then. He's a bi, which means he's gay. He's still gay. What's wrong with people, man? Who sent me this?
It's not gonna not make me gay, because that's just who I am in life, but we do make love, and Samantha was pollinated.
Dude, people are wondering why the white race is just so down bad. This is why. You know what I mean? This is how you know we're not the Ubermensch. This shit right here, dude. Holy fuck. This is awful.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. Samantha Way Greenstone. I bet her whole page is just a horror show. What is there an update? Does she give an update? Oh, they were in the New York Times. So they're a psychological operation. They're a psyop. This couple was in the New York Times. So this is obviously a psyop on the American populace. I married a gay man. TikToks welcome first baby together. People magazine. So they're plants. These people are actors. The influencers who went viral for the unique relationship. Hoff identifies as a gay man and Greenstone identifies as a straight woman. She's not straight. Straight women don't like gay men. Maybe as like a friend. You know what I mean? What is this? I don't know. You're giving it attention, sorta, not so much better. What do you mean he wanted to procreate? I'm giving it attention. I mean, I had no clue about the backstory. This was sent to me, and that was the first time I've seen that clip. But yeah, giving it attention. I'm just pointing out the psychological operation. Someone that's got to be somebody's job. That's my job to point out psyops. I get paid big money to let people know when a psyop is being conducted on them. So this is obviously a psyop. Both these people are actors, and they don't really love each other, but they're influencers. And so they found out that they could make money by having a child. Did they really want a child, or did they want content? That's the saddest part about this. The kid's going to be like 20 years old, like, Mom, Dad, why? I never really asked you, like, why did, Dad's gay, you're straight, why did you have me? And they'll be like, well, our TikToks were crushing it. And when we talked about having a baby, you should have seen how much money we got from our TikToks. That part is messed up. That is a psyop. It's a whole psyop. It's the devil. Yeah, it is the devil. This is the devil's work right here. You can clearly see. I've had enough internet for today. Thanks, Provo. Yeah, I'm sorry, Blood Logos. It's way too much. It's way too much internet. It's depressing. These people.
Woman who isn't feeling very well today, so I'm going to cook her the Italian penicillin, also known as pastini, and I'm going to wear my brand new glasses by Camelo, which have a slight...
Oh my gosh. Yeah, check me out of the internet too, please. What's wrong with people? That's probably, I really just wanted to show you guys the Jew who cooks, but I can't find the clip. Does this lady have any more good content?
These boars and baked eggs.
I like this lady a lot, to be honest. Let's end on something wholesome. We're about to the hour mark. Let's jump into something wholesome before we end the show.
Eggs. I may never eat eggs another way again. Y'all. This takes eggs to the next level. Let's make them. We're gonna crack 8 eggs into our cast iron skillet, but you can also use a baking dish. Make sure it's greased good.
Make sure it's greased good. 8 eggs seems like a lot for one person. You know, anytime I've made eggs for myself, it's maybe like 2, 3 at most. 8 for one sandwich is kind of crazy work.
And we're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper to that.
Okay.
And then we're gonna take 1 little container of this Boursin cheese. The recipe I saw called for the original flavor, but they didn't have that at the Piggly Wiggly. All they had was the black truffle and sea salt. We're gonna stick that right.
A whole thing of cheese. I thought she'd be like cut a portion off, but no, you stick that whole thing of cheese in it. Wow.
There in the middle. And then we're gonna pop this in a 400-degree oven for about 13 to 15 minutes. It's ready. Oh my goodness. Just chop this all up. It smells so good. I toasted me an everything bagel to spread it on.
Dude, she's gotta be, she had to have made that for somebody else.
This looks good. Ooh, it's hot, but look at that bite. Yo, it's like a creamy, hot egg salad. That's the best way I know to describe it. It is delicious. Y'all gotta give this a try. It is out of this world. Y'all enjoy. Bye.
Bye. Bye. What a saint, dude. That woman's doing the Lord's work, God knows. So that's my reaction content. Good stuff. Nice positive note to end on. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I didn't address what I... well, it had to do with, like, the NASA stuff. And I had some Iran comments. But I was trying to be more pro-war about the Iran situation. I see a lot of people who are nishing the Iran. And they're, like, against America spending billions of dollars, maybe even trillions on a war that we probably shouldn't be in. But I'm actually for it. And the reason I'm for the Iran war, I just want to, because it's so cool to be against it. And I'm contrarian, so I got to be for it. The reason I'm for the Iran war is I think there's actually, most of the people who are against it, they think they fucking know everything. And I don't like people like that. The know-it-alls, dude. And everyone thinks they have all the data. They have all the data sets. They figured it out. And it's so obvious. And Donald Trump is so fucking stupid. There's no reason we should be at war. And the answer we're at war is simple. I mean, these people are real true geniuses, the ones who are against the war. The reason we're at in the Iran war, well, you all know the reason. It's because of Jews, right? It's so simple. It's ridiculous. But I think there's actually more to it. I think I'm smart enough and dumb enough to know that I don't know everything. I think there's some things I probably don't know, and there's some things other people don't know. I call them missing data sets. Have you seen all the data? I haven't. And I think Donald Trump, our great, wonderful president, emperor, King Donald Trump, I think he has some data sets nobody else has. And I think the data that was presented to him could have been true, could have been false, but with the data he was given, I think the data he was given was wide and varying. I think the data included things to the point to where he had to pay attention to Venezuela, take care of Venezuela. I think Iran is part of that. I think there's some other things going on that I'm not aware of, but it all comes together. It's like a big map. It's a forest, there's trees. And when you look at all of it together, kicking the shit out of Iran makes complete sense. And I don't think it has anything to do with maybe oil or nuclear weapons. I think maybe it's a lot bigger, a lot deeper than that. But I think you need all the data sets to understand the decision of Iran. But nobody has all the data sets, but everyone's figured it out. And it's pretty simple to them. The answer is Jews, and we shouldn't be there. But I disagree. I think Jews are a small part of it, but I think we should be fucking up the Middle East. I think we should be fucking up most of the world, South America, Middle East, the Pacific. I'm glad America is dominating the world once again. And you know what? Who cares if gas prices are $4, $5? Well worth it to be respected and feared once again. We're not some pussy nation under Obama who just gave billions of dollars away to Iran to appease somebody. So, you know, I that's my point, dude. I'm pro-war. I think the Iran thing, in 2 years, people will look back on it fondly. I think they'll say, wow, what a great decision that was. But in the moment, I think everybody's got it figured out. They say it's a bad idea. We shouldn't be doing this. But give it 2 years. Maybe give it 6 months. I'm not too sure how long it will take. But I think most people will come around and say, glad we did that. I'm glad we invaded Iran. I'm glad we took out all their enriched uranium. I'm glad we took control of the Strait of Hormuz. I'm glad we made Iran bend the knee. And I don't know if they bent the knee yet, but they sure as fuck will. Or we're going to destroy all their stuff. And I like that. I don't like these pussy people who are like, did you hear Donald Trump threatened to end the Iranian civilization? Oh my God. Yeah, fucking do it. You know what I mean? Thank God we got an alpha male back in the presidential Oval Office. I'm so happy about that. All these pussies out there like, people are dying. There's, shove it. You know what I mean? You don't really care. You know what I mean? All these people virtue signaling that they care about these people dying, these kids dying or whatever. They don't really give a shit. They just like to let other people know that they have some idea of morality, right? Where they really don't give a shit about people dying because you want to know why? Most of them support abortion. You know what I mean? How many people are dying of abortion every single day and they don't say a damn word? A couple people get blown up by a Tomahawk cruise missile that costs $1 million, and all of a sudden they're like, can you believe these people are dying? What the fuck do you care about dying people? There's people dying in your state right now. Children in the womb. Nobody gives a shit, to be honest, about people dying unless it gives them some social media credits, or currency, or somehow it keeps them in the preferred in-group of liberals or of being on the right side of history. These fucking people don't give a shit that people are dying. They really don't. I'm telling you the truth. They don't care about people dying. Nobody cares about people dying because if they really cared, they'd say, you know what, we should stop abortion. But it is what it is, man. They're fucking liars. They're fake-ass people. I'm glad we're tomahawking people. You know, fuck it. Why not? Let's take control again. Make the world great again. Make the world fear America again. And that's my point of view on that. Most pro-life people don't care about kids either once they're born. I disagree. I disagree with that. Most pro-life people, you say most. I disagree. Most Christians do care about children, and giving a child a chance at life is caring almost more than anything. But you have your opinion. I have my opinion. I'm glad you disagree with me, and I'm glad you're here. If you disagree with me, please share your opinion. It won't bother me. I prefer if people don't always agree with me. But that's good. You have a different point of view. So what else was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about the NASA thing. There's this whole, I saw somebody else talking about it. He was the reggae Christian rapper, and he did a whole show about that. I'm like, shit, dude, I was going to do that on Friday. He did this segment on his show where he talked about the lies of NASA and how he played a clip of all these NASA astronauts sharing what they called moon joy. So when these astronauts all get into space, they have this epiphany of oneness with the world and how we're all together and how evolution is such a beautiful thing. And I think that's bullshit. You know what I mean? I think it's a lie, first of all, that these astronauts, all of them, somehow have a unified feeling of wholeness, of togetherness, of seeing the world as one place, and there are no borders, there are no walls, we're just one group of people. There shouldn't be fighting, there shouldn't be war. That's bullshit. There should be fighting. There should be war. That's what nature is, dude. Nature is war. Nature is a war for survival. You know, you live or you die. War is as natural as apple pie. And people don't get along, and most of them, you know, a lot of people never will. And I think that's how God intended it. He didn't. I don't know how God intended cannibals in Indonesia to get along with Christians in Europe. Like, explain that to me. You know what I mean? Explain how these people are supposed to get along and keep their cultures. They can't. One culture has to win. There has to be a war of cultures. And I think the Christian culture, the Western culture, should overtake the cannibal cultures of those little islands or whatever. And all the other things that are in the world were inferior cultures and shit like that. I think they need to be addressed. I think a lot of cultures need to be, not the people, but the cultures need to be eliminated. That's just my point of view. So, you know, this bullshit that these NASA scientists, astronauts, they all see humanity as one big group. It's a lie. It's bullshit. We're not all one big group. We all have different point of views. We all have different cultures. We all don't get along. We never will get along in some regards. That's why we need war, because there's going to be some people out there who are going to say, you know what? I actually like sacrificing children and throwing them down this pyramid in South America. So if you want to stop me from doing that, you're going to have to kill me. And so that's what the Spaniards did. They said, all right, we'll kill you because we don't really jive with that shit. And that's just how it's going to be. And there's some cultures that we're bound for more war. Just in general, like the West is bound for more war. I was thinking about this. I do have some things about Utah because Utah is being invaded. I forgot about this. Someone actually sent me this, but I couldn't look at it at the time because I don't have Twitter on my phone. But I have Twitter, or what's it called? X. I have X on my computer. So Utah's being invaded by Somalis. What's this about? Let me, and people are like, Provo, why do you care? Because it's my state. It's my culture. I grew up with it. I don't like seeing it change, but I'm almost having a change of heart here. So let's just go. Somalification of Utah is raging on, okay? So they're invading my state. Your red state is quietly becoming little Somalia. Oh no, this is awful. In the heart of a conservative Mormon country, a Somali Bantu Muslim community of roughly 10,000 is openly celebrating its rapid growth, admitting they are taking over slowly, pocketing $5.7 million in federal grants and steering their kids towards the full Islamic deen with youth programs, mosques, and community events. Now the political payoff has arrived, and it's full-on far-left nightmare. Liban Mohammed, a 27-year-old black Muslim born in Logan and raised in Ogden to Somali immigrants, just announced his run for U.S. House in Utah's new 1st Congressional District. This is the son of that very community, and he's running on an extreme radical platform straight from his own campaign video and site. Abolish ICE and end all immigration detention, open borders on steroids, full citizenship path for dreamers, pathways for legal status, Medicare for all, complete socialist government takeover of healthcare, universal child care, housing as a right, $20 federal minimum wage, cap CEO to worker pay ratios, pass the PRO Act, Equality Act, nationwide woke LGBTQ takeover of housing, jobs, schools, bathrooms, sports, shelters. So I think I've already shared this, but this is this guy who's running in Utah.
Utah leads the nation in charitable giving. Yeah, our leaders take us for granted for far too many.
And when he says Utah leads the nation in charitable, it's funny for this Muslim to say that because it's Mormons who lead in charity in the country. Mormons are the most charitable group. You can believe it or not, but that's just what the stats say. So it's funny how he comes in and says, you know, we're the most charitable place, and I'm a Muslim, and I'm going to represent your culture of charity. He comes in as a Somali Muslim and says, he's one of us. He's a Mormon. Not really, but he's a Utah guy. So anyways, that's happening, and which is interesting because he's got LGBTQ stuff, blah, blah, blah. Then there was this clip Where is it?
It's a Muslim and also
this guy
working for Catholic organization and working a lot with the LDS.
And so this is the Catholics are ruining my fucking state. Some people ask, like, why aren't you a Catholic, Provo? This guy's Trojan horse in Mormon, Utah. We're being replaced. Somali Muslim Adin Batar runs Catholic refugee program. So these fucking Catholics, dude. These damn Catholics. You know, now I understand if I was a Catholic and I saw Mormons as heretics and as any type of, what do they call it? Blasphemy, heretical, whatever. I'd be like, yo, take the Mormons down. How do we take the Mormons down? Let's take down their stronghold. Where's their stronghold? It's Utah. And then they say, all right, let's get some, let's just flood the state. Let's flood the state with minorities. It's basically what it is. So let me fix this. Damn Catholics, dude. Ruining my great state of Utah. He's the son of a Somali immigrant who came to America and a proud Muslim. Just announced his run for Congress. So we got another Somali guy running for Congress. This community did not grow by accident. Somali Muslim refugee turned director of migration and refugee services at Catholic Community Services of Utah. And the crazy thing is, he's a Muslim, but he's getting paid by Catholics. You know, the Catholics are really in charge. It's the craziest shit. Why don't the Catholics hire their own, dude? They're hiring Muslims. But so there's a lot of reading here. We'll skip the reading. Just let's see what he has to say.
So working for Catholic organization and working a lot with the LDS, folks. I think that word,
and Mormons are to blame too, not just Catholics. Mormons are doing it to themselves, which is the worst part. The worst part is having Mormons replace themselves. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And some Mormons are like really progressive. It blows my mind that they want their community and culture to change. They want Utah to be like California. They want Utah to be like Colorado. They want Utah to be like New York. They want multicultural. They want diversity. But the thing that made Utah so great was its homogenous culture. It's safe neighborhoods, safe streets, cleanliness. I was walking around my neighborhood and I couldn't believe all the filth, all the trash, and all the litter, dude. I'm just disgusted by it. The graffiti. It's unbelievable, right? You bring these people into your state and you think they're going to be like you. They're absolutely not. And Utah's going downhill, dude. It's hard to watch.
Can we help you? I hear that all the time, especially the work that we do, all the refugees that we bring in. Every single bed that they sleep with comes from the LDS Church.
Fuck.
That support never wavered from the LDS Church. And also, as a Muslim...
This is a New World Order. That's how I know the LDS Church is corrupt, too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck. God. Why, dude? Why? Yeah, it's like what's happening to Utah is nobody voted for this. Nobody asked for this. The powers that be have just forced it upon us, right? And they take your idea of what Christianity means. They take your idea of what it means to be a Christian and charitable. And then they're like, well, you're surely going to enjoy 10,000 Somali Muslims in your new neighborhood. You're really going to enjoy that, aren't you? Of course not.
When 9/11 happened, where the Muslims were going through a lot of challenges in the United States, the first person that reached to us at our mosque was the leadership from the LDS Church.
Of course.
And said, we're here with you. We're here to support you. If one religion is attacked, all religion is attacked. I hear that phrase so many times, and it gives me a lot of comfort to leave this community. That's why I live here in Utah, because knowingly that our Mormon friends would always stood with us when there is anything happen to any one of us in this community.
So that guy's running for Congress, dude. We got the other guy running for Congress. It's crazy. It's sad. It's depressing. But what are you gonna do, huh? Here's another one.
In case you missed it, Utah, which is one of the reddest states in the country, is now being taken over by Islam. Check this out.
A lot of people have no idea about Utah. It's not on the map. The way I put it, it's a well-kept secret. The numbers range anywhere from 30 to 60,000 Muslims from Ogden to Provo. Most stores are not allowed to sell liquor. So we've had people taking the Shahada on a weekly basis. I've been imam in the state of Utah for 24 years, and I have never in my 24 years seen so many people taking the Shahada as I've seen this year. But that's the story with every masjid. Allah's help comes through.
Okay, so this video was posted by Amy Meck, who is the founder and editor-in-chief of the Rare Foundation. And according to Amy Meck and Rare, the growth of Islam in Utah has been a well-kept secret and has been happening very quickly. We've seen it time and time again. Islam has taken over Paris, Islam has taken over London, Islam has taken over New York, and now we're seeing the very same thing happen in Utah.
And so a part of me wanted to, when I say, you find all this stuff out, I'll end on this, be upset, right? You're like, fuck, what am I going to do? But honestly, I'll tell you this, dude. What do they say? Immanentize the eschaton or whatever, rapid ascension, take me to the pinnacle, take me to the top. Bring all the Muslims here now. Just bring them all. Because if we get enough Muslims, dude, I'm not going to be seeing any LGBTQ flags. So it's kind of a give or take. You can have LGBTQ flags or you can have Muslims. You know what? I think I'll take the Muslims, to be honest. That's just my point of view right now. So I'm trying to look on the good side of it. Like if we get enough Muslims here, then they'll be against all this LGBTQ bullshit. And that'd be good. That'd be good for Utah. So we'll see, dude. But Utah's being taken over. Not much I could do about it besides, complain about it on the internet. So that's fine with me. Just complaining. That's where I'm at. Is there anything else? This is a short little thing about the LDS Church. I didn't know this. 15-second clip.
They have the largest ranch in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're turning it into a city.
Deseret?
Yeah. They want to build a, I can't remember, 133,000 acre city. Yeah, they're working on that right now.
That's right. Mormons are building their own city in Florida. So I can tell you, we have an exit strategy. Our exit strategy is Florida, and it's going to be a nice city. The Mormons are gonna move to Florida. We're building our own city. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be beautiful. So we have an exit plan. That's the whole point of that. Have we covered the deep psychological implications of grown adults being serious about pretending to be thieves, pirates? No, I should cover that. What does that say about our society? It says, oh my gosh, that's a big question. What does it say? What does it say when people dress up as pirates? I think it says a multitude of things, to be honest. Great question. 13, it's perfect size. You're right. It is a perfect size. What's up, Sam? I pick up trash when I go out walking. I have a pointy, sharp stick. Dang, I need to get a pointy, sharp stick and do the job my city's paid. I pay my taxes to do. I'm pretty sure I pay taxes, and my city should be doing that, but maybe I can collect something. Let me read that question one more time. Have we covered the deep psychological implications of grown adults being serious about pretending to be thieves and pirates? I think what it is it's got to be like some trauma, childhood trauma of not being able to role play, not really having an experience at a young age of using an imagination. So I call it delayed imagination. And a lot of these grown adults, they're afflicted by this, of not being able to exercise their imagination. So what do, dude? They pretend to be things when they're adults. Because when you're an adult, I think you're supposed to become what you dreamed of, right? And a lot of these people, they never became anything. Maybe they work at a gas station, an Olive Garden, a Chili's. Maybe they work at a Smith's or an Albertsons or a Walmart. So they're left to role play in video games, in real life, dressing up as furries, as different things. So I think it's like a failed state in life, and they don't like where they are in their state of life, so they escape it by dressing up as something that's not them. So for a brief period in time, they forget that they're a cart getter. What do they call those people? People who get carts? They're a cart retriever, or a shrimp. What do they call waitresses? Shrimp slingers. You know what I mean? Pasta slingers, or you know what they are? What else could they be? What else is a nominal job or a minimal or inconsequential job these people have? Most of them got inconsequential jobs. They're probably a bartender. Maybe they. What could these people do? Whatever they do, it's gotta be mind numbing. Maybe some of them are on disability and they don't do anything. I might become a Mormon, maybe. Yeah, the theology is hella cray, but actually hella dope. Not saying, no, for real, dude. Being a Mormon, it had its benefits in the 90s and early 2000s. But with this new city being built, we'd welcome you right in, and I would call you Elder EBT. And, once you're an elder, you're allowed to, like, pray over people and give them blessings. And you get a secret name, too, I'm pretty sure. And you'll be invited to our new city in Florida for sure, Deseret. It's going to be big. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be one of the best Mormon cities to ever have been built. And I'm glad it's happening. I'm glad we got an exit strategy. I know where my retirement home is. I'm actually going to start saving up. I thought I was going to move to Japan, but now I'm going to be looking into Florida and be living because Florida's the best place. That's where the Scientology people are at. And so, if the Scientologists know Florida's a good spot, Mormons know Florida's a good spot. There's probably a few other cults there as well. There's got to be. So I'm looking forward to that. I got to do some more research, see what the down payment on a lot of land is for that new city. You get your own planet. You do. That's just one of the many perks. There's a lot of perks in becoming a Latter-day Saint. So that'll probably do it for the show. I went 20 minutes over. I'm okay if the Mormons take Florida from Jews. Oh yeah, Jews are there. I forgot about that. The Jews, the Scientologists, the Cubans. Cubans are also there. EBT is a Steel 400. Is a Steel 400 a good investment? That's actually a good question for him. My mom has her compound in Four Corners. That's where I'm headed eventually. In Four Corners, wow. You could get good property there in Four Corners. Really good property. But that's my content for the day, folks. Could see if there was anything else. It's amazing. The last stuff I have saved is from March 12th. That's how long I've been off Twitter. March 22nd. Good for me. Good for me, dude. All right, so that'll do it. This show's leftovers because it's all the leftover things I didn't get to say through the week. Just wanted to get them off my chest. Is there anything else that I wanted to get off my chest? Probably not. There were some things, but I forgot them. But I can't. 400 CMS are dope. Florida man meets Mormon refugees in 2026 was not on my bingo card. Yeah. Christ is risen. Yes. God bless everyone. Christ is risen. What do they call it? Pascha? Pascha. God bless you all. Hopefully you guys have a great week coming up. I'll be back maybe on a Thursday or a Friday in the morning. I'll try to be more interesting than I have been. It's always difficult when my life is relatively uneventful, which I'm grateful for. But I'm grateful for everyone who showed up today. It means a lot you guys spend any time listening to me rant, complain, whatever the heck I do. It means a great deal to me. So big thank you to everybody. Your presence is greatly appreciated. God bless you all. We'll see you soon. Shout out to Steven, Icon David, Enslaved by Truth 2, Senior Clumpo, Zephyr Voxel, Young Old Boy, Sam High, Godheart Guardian. Did great crowd tonight. Lex Animated. We had Hello Listener earlier, Pale Horse Rider, Shittle, Pale Horse Rider. A couple people I met from Utah were mad, cool, and chill. Damn, that's good to hear. Utah is a very important piece to the puzzle. It is. We had good people here. Brutal Enough. Captive Desk. Thanks for stopping by, Captive Desk. God bless you. Thank you, John Castle. Randolph Wessler. Good crowd, dude. Just grateful. We'll see you all. And anybody I missed, Slowboy Whiteboard, everybody, you guys are all amazing. So if I didn't say your name, just know I appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Huge super chat. Wow. $3 super chat. Don't stop, but the party must move on. Big thank you.
Thank you.
And of course,
Let's get this money.
let's get this money. God bless you. Thank you, EBT, for that very kind, very generous super chat. Does not go by me lightly.